All right, here we go. I've got some hockey pucks. Pick these up used. I'll have a link to new ones in the description below. However, you don't need to buy new ones. You can buy used. Purchased mine at Play It Again Sports locally. If you have one of those local, check them out. Now, this is a template. I downloaded. I'll also link to this in the description. You can cut that out. Use that. All I do is line it up on the template, and the purpose of that is just to give me a center point on the puck. It's not even that critical that it's dead center, but the perfection in me thinks that it is. So once we have center lined up on the template, just eyeballing the sides of it, want to use one of these paint markers. Pick these up at any craft store. They dry pretty quick. Oil-based, water-based, whichever your preference. You'll mark the center. And it's marked. We're going to flip it over and mark the other side as well. Then we'll go back and mark all of the pucks the same exact way, so that way I've got center on all the pucks. Really just going to give us a point to drill from on both sides. And speed this up a bit here. Taking care of the rest of the pucks real quick. Now that we have that taken care of, we're going to get the screws out. And I'll have a link to these in the description below as well. These are just 1.25" number 10. And here they are. Just give you the SKU number on them here. If we get the focus, there we do. There we got it. And there's 5. Only I need 4. And here's the UPC in case you need that. But again, I'll find these online and I'll link to them below. Okay. The other thing we're going to need here is obviously a bore bit. Now the reason I use this one is because it's got a flat bottom. This is a 9/16 inch bore bit. So here we're going to use the 7/16 drill bit, and we're going to drill the hole straight through the puck. Alright, once that's drilled all the way through, open up the package with the screws. Alright, now we got the bumpers. Again, these will also be linked in the description. Nice thing about these bumpers are they're the exact same size as the hole, which will allow them to stay in the car. As you can see in the image at the beginning, I did wrap these pucks in yellow tape, just so I could take a quick glance under the car to make sure they were removed. And here we're just going to line up the bore bit and see how deep we have to drill the hole. Looks like it's going to be about to the top of the bit. Okay, once that's all the way through. Later on, I did drill the hole all the way with the bore bit first, then come back around with the drill bit, just a little easier to keep track of the bit. Nice thing about these bumpers, again, also, is that they have a metal washer inside the bumper already, so it's hard to over-tighten them. So once you get the screw through the bumper, drop a washer or two on there. And if you're like me, you like to use thread lock and everything. Not necessarily the red, but the blue. This is permatite. Use any brand you want. I found that I didn't need a nut driver or anything to hold that nut on the back side. Just simply tightening it down, hand tight. That nut seemed to grab and was able to tighten it down as far as I needed to. Very stable bumper. It's not going to pull out. And all we have to do now is duplicate this 3 more times and we'll be set. Here's the next one. We'll get started on that one and then I'll just speed up the remainder. But on this one I'm going to drill the bore bit first, then come back around with the drill bit. Better angle here. Alright, we're going to speed this up. Go through the rest of the pucks real quick. Now that we have that finished, we'll come back around with the drill bit, drill back into the bore bit hole, which I found was a lot easier than drilling the bore bit afterwards. Alright, now that we have all of the bumpers complete, let's try it out, see how it's going to work. I think you'll know by the pictures at the beginning. They work just fine, so there she is. Here's the hole that we put the bumper, the jack pads into, and it fits just perfect. Just tight enough to stay. See, they're bolted in from the bottom. Some Ohio salt on the car. And they do come out fairly easy as well. So no problems. Alright, there we have it. All 4 of them are complete. I added some yellow duct tape to the jack pads as well. The purpose of that is just so I can look underneath the vehicle and know that they've been removed by the service center and put back in the trunk. Thanks YouTube, like and subscribe and comment below.